Welcome to another House of Wisdom Lightest and Best video where we look at the lightest and best offerings from a variety of knife manufacturers. And today we have a great blade. This is the Wharncliffe by Van Wyk, Marthinus van Wyk, who is a South African knife maker. His day job is he's an environmental officer at an underground coal mine in South Africa, and he puts together knives after he gets off work and then on the weekends. He's only been making knives part-time for 2 years, and he only makes around 10 knives a year in his entire career as of Blade 2017, which was June of 17. He had only made 21 knives. Of this model, he's only made 7 Wharncliffe models. This particular model is the first liner lock he's ever made, so he's only made 7, including his prototype and this, and his father-in-law has one of the large ones, so there's only really 4 others floating around in the knife community, so this is kind of a rare thing that you get to see. He learned to make knives from Andre Thorburn and Andre van Heerden, the masters of the trade. Let's talk about the knife specifications. This beautiful Wharncliffe blade is 3.125 inches long. The handle, which is made of micarta, is 4.3 inches long, giving a total knife length of 7.44 inches. The weight of the knife is 3.9 ounces. The blade is made of the South African favorite Böhler N690 steel. It's in a Wharncliffe design and has a high hollow ground. The grind has a rubbed satin finished and polished flats. The method of deployment is via an oval thumb stud. It deploys fast and it is very smooth, the action. The handle is a OD green micarta, and it is beautiful and beautiful to the touch. I have one other micarta handle, which is my Spider Coast Southern with a smock modification, and I love this touch and texture of the micarta. And the micarta, the more it gets worn in, the better it feels and the cooler it looks. The back spacer is also made of micarta, and there's a lanyard hole that dives through the back spacer, so it's protected from the blade by the back spacer and the handle. The screws and hardware are all polished by hand. The pivot runs on caged bearings, and as you can tell, is a Torx bit, not a proprietary bit. The lock is by liner lock, and the inside of the liners are jeweled. I don't know if you can appreciate that, but they have jeweling on them. Very beautiful. The pocket clip is a surface-mounted spring clip that's easy to get your pants in, and it lays flat, and it is not a loop over deep carry clip. There's a lot of knife that sticks out there. The ergonomics of the knife are good because the clip lays so flat. If you are worried about the hump on the handle, don't. This is called a center swell dogleg pattern, but whenever you cup your hand, the hump falls right into that, and it doesn't give a hot spot at all. The action is incredibly smooth. I call it South African smooth. The blade just falls, and you actually have to rush to get your finger out of the way or it'll guillotine it. The signage on the knife is minimal. The only signage is the markers make, which is very faint. It's more like a watermark, and that's the only signage on the entire knife. Very subtle and very tasteful. To order a knife, he doesn't really take orders because he doesn't want to feel the pressure of needing to meet orders when he has family responsibilities and job responsibilities. Plus, he's only a part-time maker. But I'm going to put his email address on here, and he keeps a mailing list, and he'll mail you an email whenever he gets a batch done. He does 4 or 5 in a batch at a time, and he'll email if you're interested in buying one. So what are my impressions about the Marthinus van Wyk Wharncliffe knife? I really like it. Are there opportunities for improvement? One personal thing I have is that I prefer a deep carry loop over clip, and this is not a deep carry clip, so this much knife would be sticking out of your pocket. That's just a personal preference. The advantage of having a clip like this is that it lays very flat and creates no hot spot for your hand whenever you grip the knife. But the most glaring problem with the system is that he only makes 10 knives a year. So many people have expressed interest in getting one of his knives. He's not nearly able to keep up with the demand. So I really wish he could make more knives. But you know, he has a stable job in the coal mines of South Africa, so it's hard to give that up and go to full time. But maybe you guys can email him and let him know how much you like his knife and how much you wish he could go to be a full-time knife maker. What I like about the knife is his attention to detail. Even the interiors of his liners are jeweled, and I don't know if you can catch that, but they're just beautiful inside. And look how beautiful this hand-rubbed satin blade is with the polished flats, and how beautiful the Wharncliffe aspect is. And the action is oh so smooth. It just falls shut. You got to get your finger out of the way. It's so smooth. And the Mycarta handles are just great. They feel great. And with Mycarta, you don't have to worry about it. Like anodized titanium, you have to worry about wiping off the fingerprints. No fingerprints here. It's just a good knife and feels good in the hand. If you're looking for a rare collectible knife with Mycarta handle scales, South African smoothness, made by a young knife maker who is taught by the masters, Thorburn and Van Heerden, then the Van Wyk Wharncliffe may be the knife for you. Like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you think about this beautiful knife. When we'll see you on the next Lightest and Best video.